Time check! It's English O'Clock! Ang pag-aaral ng English upang madaling matutunan, bakit hindi natin simplihan? Halika! Manood at makinig sa English Teacher ni Juan! Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na to, huwag kang matakot! I made learning English easy for you! Please like, comment, and subscribe! At pakishare mo na rin sa iba para marami pang mga Juan na gaya mo ang matuto. Hello there everyone! The focus of our lesson today is about social, moral, and economic issues. Our target most essential learning competency for this video is determine various social, moral, and economic issues discussed in the text listened to. Mukhang magiging maganda ang discussion natin. Tara, let us know more about social, moral, and economic issues today by watching this video. Let us begin by defining the following terms. First, what is the meaning of the word issue? According to Cambridge Dictionary, issue is defined as a subject or problem that people are thinking and talking about. Social is relating to society or its organization. Moral has something to do between what is right and wrong. Economic is pertaining to the production, distribution, and use of income, wealth, and commodities. Among all those three kinds of issues that we mentioned, let us focus first on social issue. So, if issue means a problem and social is society, therefore, social issue is a problem that influences many individuals within a society. Ito ay tumutukoy sa problema o sitwasyon na kung saan maraming tao ang saklaw o apektado at naroon ang pagnanais o pagsisikap na matuldukan ang problemang ito. An example of a social issue is homelessness. Naranasan mo na siguro ang makakita ng mga taong natutulog sa kalye, nakatira sa mga pinagtagpi-tagping karton o nabubuhay sa kariton. Most of them are dirty, jobless, and homeless. That's why some turn to us to beg for money, or in some extreme cases, some do illegal activities just to survive. Have you ever asked yourself, bakit nga ba sila nakatira sa kalye? Bakit madami silang ganito? Poverty due to unemployment, domestic violence, human trafficking, natural disasters are just some of the reasons why they end up living on streets. Now, why is homelessness a social issue? According to a site, reference.com, in one of its articles, in order for a social issue to be classed as such, it must meet certain criteria. First, there must be some public outcry identifying it as a social issue. People must actively discuss the condition, which then attracts attention from the public. There are many articles, local and even international, that discuss this problem in our country. There are also street protests, documentaries, which show that homelessness and poverty attract the attention of not just the local, but also of the international community, and these are the proof. Second, the issue must run contrary to society's ideals. For example, if society determines that it is not ideal to commit adultery, and a lot of people are, it fulfills this criteria. But let's take to our previous example about poverty and homelessness. Kapag sinabing ideal, ang ibig sabihin nito ay huwaran, isang bagay na dapat tularan at pwedeng ipagyabang. Poverty is not ideal. It is something that a country like ours, as much as possible, try to ignore or to keep hidden. Just take a look at this picture and article. Third, a significant portion of the population must define it as a social issue. If only a small number of people are speaking out against it, then it is not a social issue. Homelessness. Many people are speaking out against it, especially in this time of pandemic when a lot of people are restricted to go outside and cannot work. Some are thrown out of their rented homes due to lack of financial sources. Ito ay sitwasyon ng maraming Pilipino ngayon. Pinalaya sa tirahan dahil walang pambayad. Resulta, mas dumami ang nakatira sa kalsada o sa ilalim ng mga tulay. Finally, there must be a way for society to correct the condition. If there is no way of changing what is happening, it is not a social issue. Dapat daw na mayroong aksyon na ginagawa upang mabago o masolusyonan ang problemang ito. Just look at these articles. Other examples of such social issues include environmental decline, workplace discrimination, racial discrimination, corporate corruption, poverty, unemployment and homelessness, healthcare and aging, the decline of religion, drug war, political killings and red tagging, freedom of expression, limited access to education. Now, let's talk about moral issue. What is moral issue? Moral issues are those which involve a difference of belief and not a matter of preference. Ito ay usapin na may kinalaman sa kung ano ba ang tama o mali base sa paniniwala. Let me give you an example. Let's say this thing about eating pork. As we all know, Filipinos love eating pork. Nandyan ang masarap na lechon, longganisa, crispy pata, and a lot more. Para sa maraming Filipino, there is no sense of morality associated with eating pork. Ibig sabihin, hindi usaping moral kung pipiliin mong kumain ito dahil gusto mo o kung ayaw mong kumain ay okay lang din. Pero para sa iba, ito ay may moral implication. So, why is eating pork a moral issue? Our Muslim brothers and sisters do not eat pork because it is not allowed in their religion. It has something to do about their belief. So, eating pork is a moral issue for the Muslims while it is not a moral issue for other people. The same with marriage. Muslims can be married to more than one since it is accepted in their religion. There is no moral implication. But for the majority, especially the Christians, you must be married to only one, and it is considered an immoral act if you will be involved in extramarital affairs. How does something become a moral issue? Emotions like guilt, shame, disgust, or anger are often associated with morality. Here is the ranking of morally unacceptable practices in our country and from other countries. Lastly, we have this economic issue. It asserts that there is scarcity or inadequacy. That is, that the limited resources available are not enough to meet all human wants and needs. So this has something to do about a country or a region's wealth. O ito ay problemang may kinalaman sa kakulangan ng resources. Let us give an example. Unemployment o kawalan o kakulangan ng oportunidad para sa trabaho. Why is this an economic issue? Allow me to read this excerpt from an article in opinionfront.com. Only 1/4 of the Filipinos that enter the labor force are able to find good jobs in the country, and the rest of them find jobs overseas, leave the labor force, or end up becoming unemployed or underemployed. Thus, 3/4 of the workers are unemployed or informally employed, with lack of opportunities to find good jobs. Though jobs are being generated, there's a need to generate jobs at a much faster rate to be able to bring down the unemployment rate. Many of the unemployed individuals are college graduates. Many wait for job opportunities abroad, and many families depend on remittances from family members who are staying abroad. We aim to finish our studies usually because with a college diploma, we hope for a brighter future. Pero kung nakapagtapos ka nga ng college, ngunit wala ka namang trabahong mapasukan dahil sa dami ng kakumpetensya ng newly grads na kagaya mo at meron lang limited job vacancy, meaning less work opportunity, mapapabilang ka pa din sa mga unemployed at mahihirap na Pilipino dahil hindi sapat ang bakanting posisyon sa trabaho para ma-accommodate ang mga taong may kailangan nito. Parang larong trip to Jerusalem, unahan sa upuan o bakanting posisyon. Unlimited wants galing sa mga taong gustong magtrabaho like the newly grads, plus limited source o limited na bakanting posisyon sa trabaho, result, kawalan ng trabaho or unemployment. So possible implication is, you just have to look and go somewhere else to get a job. Kaya naman marami ang OFWs. Here are other examples of economic problems. Overpopulation, underutilization of resources, failed market, increasingly low external reserve, corruption in public sector operations, ineffective economic policies, inflation, pandemic. Did you understand our lesson? Let us try what you've learned. Determine the social, moral, and economic issues reflected in the paragraph. According to the UN Population Fund or UNFPA, teenage pregnancy has a huge rate in the Philippines, especially among the poor. 2/3 of Filipinos who give birth before age 20 belongs to the low-class society. Data from the National Statistics Office showed that 8% among 1.7 million babies born in 2004 were born to mothers 15 to 19 years old. Young Mother gave birth to 818,000 babies in 2000 alone. This means almost 1 of every 10 babies is born to teenage mothers. The risk is almost 10% of the born babies from young mothers are malnourished. As years passed by, the statistics are getting higher. According to the study done by the Population Institute of the University of the Philippines, more than 46% of teenage pregnant women resort to induced abortion, which is against the law and the church. 2 of every 5 teenage pregnancies are unwanted ones. If the government won't start acting on this problem will be worse as years go by.
So did you learn something today? Sure ako na hindi ka na nosebleed. If you want more of this video tutorial and learn English in a light speed, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-turn on ang notification button para updated ka sa mga bagong lessons. Ako ang teacher mo, ang English teacher ni Juan. Class dismissed! See ya!